Trying to not look like Professor Snape, please. Why am I white as fucking shit? Oh, I had this like one patch here that's like still blonde and now it looks very orange, so we're just gonna ignore that. Anyways, hi, hello, it's Maya. Yes, my hair is different. I understand. Get used to it because I have issues. Before we start this video, firstly, I want to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Like, I knew I was gonna hit it eventually, I just didn't think it was gonna be, like, in, like, 2 months, basically. So yeah, thanks. I mean, technically it's only, like, I only got, like, 500 because I had, like, 500, and then I started posting consistently, and I got 500. So, like, I mean, 500 in 2 months, that's pretty cool, you know? Whatever, shut up, get to the point. So yeah, this is my foundation routine for people who have dry AF skin, like myself. I'm naturally very crusty, but this is how I do my foundation to make myself look not as crusty. So, this is by no means a natural makeup look. I 100% get that. I don't like looking natural a lot of the times. It's just strictly a glowy ass look. Now, I gotta be one of those people and like start this off by stating that yes, your skin routine will attribute to how your makeup is gonna turn out. Everybody's gonna have different products that work for them. I pretty much use drugstore products and they work absolutely fine for me. The main thing that I've noticed is that people who have dry skin think that they need to exfoliate every day, which you do, but you don't need to use like an actual like exfoliant. I only exfoliate my skin with the product 3 times a week, and then every other day, like whatever I'm using, whether it's like a rag or my little like, I have like reusable cotton pads that I wash my face with, I'll use that to like scrub off the dead skin. You also want to make sure that you're hydrating the absolute shit out of your skin. I like using a lot of natural products. I use jojoba oil, shea butter, and then creams and shit. If you don't know the order to apply your products in, something that I've learned is that you do the lightest to the heaviest, so oils to heavy creams. And when it comes to like washing my face, I tend to not use that many products either, mostly because my only issue is like dry skin and then I have like redness. I do have like some pimples and stuff around here, whether that's eczema, whether that's, I don't know, but I've learned that like taking care of my skin every single day really helps. And basically my routine is, whether it's morning or night, exfoliate, cleanser, dry your face off. I'll use my micellar water at night just to get the rest of the bullshit off my face, and then I go in with a toner. For toner, I just use witch hazel. That shit works so good. Like, I've heard it's good for people who have acne. Obviously, like I said, I don't have acne, but since starting it, it's really helped to like even out the redness in my face, so I don't need to use like as much product as I maybe should. Shouldn't? I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get into this because I'm talking too much once again and I'm annoying myself. Alright, so we're slightly zoomed in and I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Getting into this, I'm gonna start off with some jojoba oil. Because the center of my face is the driest, I like to focus most of my product right there, and then with the excess, I'll like spread that to the rest of my face. Gonna follow that up with this Neutrogena Deep Moisture Day Cream, following that with this Pond's Dry Skin Cream. This shit is, she thick. Excuse you. And lastly, this is like the golden ticket when it comes to people with dry skin. This is shea butter. There's lots of hair and little specks of nasty shit in here because I'm lazy and I didn't put the cap on. Anyways, this is 100% non... Let me just Google it, maybe. I'll just do that. Like, maybe educate myself. Not porn, thank you. Is it comedogenic or comedogenic? Whatever. It doesn't clog your pores. If you have dry skin, this is gonna help the fuck out of you because it's not gonna clog your pores and it's gonna make you hydrated AF. I'll usually apply a layer of this like right before I go to bed, and then I do it right before I do my makeup. There's a hair on me. And you don't need a lot of it, literally just like this tiny ass amount. And you just warm it up. Was that English? You just warm it up between your fingertips and apply accordingly. Alright, next for primer. I'm not a big fan of primer. I used the Too Faced Hangover RX for a long time. That shit was pretty good. And then I just like didn't use anything and I noticed that my makeup didn't look any different. And then I reverted back to 2015. I started using this again. So as much as this was like overhyped and like a head-ass thing, it was a head-ass thing that worked. So I'm gonna use this as primer because why the hell not? Makes your makeup to your face. Now, I don't really have big pores. Maybe I have pores like around here. All I know is that if I apply a pore filling primer to my nose, it makes everything blend like 1,000 times easier on it. Fuck you. Now for foundation. The one that I've been using recently is this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear foundation. This is in the shade 405, aka white, and she got sunscreen in her. The thing that I've realized with this is that I can't just apply it like straight to my face, and I also can't pump it on the back of my hand and then go in with a brush and then apply it and then use a beauty blender to like beat that bitch in. I have to apply it to the back of my hand, and then I take my beauty blender, itch my nose with it, and I go in like that, and then I apply it to my face like that. I don't know why, like it looks absolutely fucking horrendous. Choking. If I do it like this, it comes out like seamless and flawless. I'm annoying. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this on my face. I lied, I'm gonna talk a little bit. What I've noticed that really works is if you work it into the spots where like you know you have like good skin, and then anything that's left over on your sponge, that's when you like take it over the shitty areas of your face. So like for example, my shitty area is like right here. So what I do is I work from like the outside in. So I get like my cheeks, my forehead, my asshole, and other body parts. And then that's when I go in on my nose because my nose gets crusty. It looks bad. So why would I want to do that to myself? Ooh, got some hair as always. But yeah, it just really helps to like make it not look like cakey as shit. So I'm gonna like zoom in and try to show you. So like as you can see, even though my nose is a problem area, it doesn't look bad on my nose because I waited before I put actual product on it. For concealer, I use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 04. You don't need to be doing all that crazy fucking like Instagram ass 2016 fucking triangle under the eyes makeup. I used to do that. Granted, it didn't look bad because I don't know why, I'm just that good. If you do it and you're wondering why it looks bad, try not doing it. If you do, go right the fuck ahead. Who cares? Like I said, I used to do it. It used to make me feel good, but then I realized I look bad, and the minute I started using less, I was like, wow, it's a whole new world. I don't put it on my nose because I contour my nose, and if I make it light and then make it dark, it doesn't look good, so I make it dark and then I make it light. Does that make any sense? I'm just gonna do it. So for contour, I use the Anastasia Fawn foundation stick, and she goes there under my lip. And for my nose, I use a little brush, She Dirty. I have a weird combination of my dad's like long ass nose and my mom's wide ass nose, so I got like, you know, the best of both worlds with that. I want a button nose, so I do that, and then I want my nose to be shorter, so I do that. So I'm just gonna blend this all in. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer and just do the smallest amount. So this is when the glow starts to come in. I mean, as you can see, because I don't set my makeup, I already have just like a natural glow from the foundation. It looks really good, but because I like to be obnoxious, we are going to just layer some shit on. Firstly, I start with this. This is the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer in the shade 01 Nude Glow. This looks horrible under foundation, and it looks horrible mixed in with foundation, but it looks good on top of foundation. So, one full pump, back of the hand. I take my beauty blender, and I just like soak everything up into this bit. Get her wet. And me stop talking. I like to have a glowy forehead. I like to have glowy cheekbones, like everybody does. So I start off by putting it around the outer parts, move please, thank you, around the outer parts of my face, then over the forehead. I just put the excess wherever, which usually just ends up being everywhere. So you really can't like tell on camera obviously, but like it did add a little something something. I don't set my face, but the only thing I do set is my nose, just because I want this bitch to be a like snatch and not looking ball sacky. I use, what is this? The Maybelline Fit Me powder on my sponge, excess on the back of the hand, and I only powder the areas that I want to be light, and then excess goes everywhere else. And I don't really let this bake or anything. I'll just flip my sponge over and then just pat it in until it kind of just like melts into the skin, I guess. For contour, I use this NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. For contour, I'll use one of these brushes. This is a Real Techniques contour brush. Wow. And then a BH Cosmetics 126 brush. Whatever I feel like using, that's what I'll use. I just want to use this one today, so we're gonna use this one. I keep the contour pretty far back into my hairline because I think it looks more natural like that. I use a few different things for contour, but today I'm gonna use this from ColourPop. This is in the shade Spectacle, and I'm just gonna do like a little light bronzing because I don't need a lot. And I do highlight next. I just feel like it looks a lot more natural when you do like highlight and then blush on top of that. I use ColourPop as well. This one is Dreamscape, and this white one is S'il vous plaît. So I go in with Dreamscape first, and then I put it where you put highlight. Do it lightly down the center of my nose, and then lightly on the cupid's bow, and then right below my chin. If I cake it up too much here, it looks bad. Before we go with s'il vous plaît, I'm gonna take Flexitarian from a ColourPop. This is my second pot of it. It is the best highlight in the world. I'm not gonna put this where I put like all the other highlight. I'm gonna put it like right on the high point, like right here. Press it in with my sponge, going back in with this brush into s'il vous plaît, and putting that right on top. And as you can see, that just like really intensifies the shit out of it. And it may look like super harsh in this lighting. Oh my god, I looked right into the light. But once you get into like natural light, it looks good. For blush, I use this little Morphe M500 brush. I use something different every day. I guess we're on a ColourPop kick, so I'm gonna go in with Weirdo, this one right here. And maybe I'll mix this one in. You know what? Let's just do both of them. Why not? What's this one called? Glass Slipper. Blush is optional, like who cares? Put as little or as much on as you want. I like to be obnoxious and put it on my nose, which you will see in a second. Do you like putting blush on your nose? If you don't at me about this because I like it. To top it off, I don't know if this is a blush or a highlight. I think it was supposed to be a highlight, but that ain't gonna work. So I use this as like a blush topper for my nose, and it just makes it really shiny and Rudolph-like and obnoxious. And sometimes I'll even like go over my actual blush with it. Why not? It's a glowy skin tutorial. Let's keep going. And that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna like finish the rest of my face and then come back and set everything and we're done. Okay, so I have to leave for work in like 2 seconds. Basically, to finish this off, I don't even know why I took my hair down if I'm just gonna put it back up. What am I doing? To finish it off, I use the Anastasia Dewy setting spray. As you can see, like right now my skin is like glowy, it's nice. But since I don't set my face with powder, like I've used other setting sprays and like they work fine. But this really helps to like set your face, keep it dewy, and also keep it in place. The spray is kind of weird, and also while it does smell like coconut and vanilla like she said it does, I also kind of think it smells like chlorine. I don't know why. I also smell the bread at work and think it smells like asparagus, so don't take my word for anything. Yeah, I will show you like how this looked in natural lighting because obviously it's a lot harsher in, I looked at the light again, it's a lot harsher in like this bright ass lighting, but yeah, I'll show you how it looks in natural lighting. So yeah, thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell me something about yourself, and I will see you guys next week Thursday. Bye.